One thing happening is we talked about Alien versus Predator on Friday, but now there's been this mystery Alien Predator movie, but now I find out that it might be a Predator animated trilogy moving forward. Can we talk about that in our reboot, remake, redo of the day? So they're talking about an animated anthology moving forward with the Predator series. Now we have Prey already, which did great for them. They're working on another one, Predator Badlands, which is coming out next year. And then they're like, there's this mystery one that's done too coming out next year before the next Predator movie. Now the idea is they're saying an animated anthology series. So beyond that, not much ideas, but 3 separate stories that will focus on predators fighting against warriors across multiple eras. We're talking about predators versus pirates. We're gonna have predators versus samurais. That's the idea. Different eras, different time, predators hunting that big skull to get the grand scheme, the grand prize. But director Dan Trachtenberg, who did Prey, is behind this as well. He's not giving much more information beyond that, but he's not even confirming that it's going to be this animated version. But that's what's leaking right now online. Do we like that? Do we love that? Is it a bad idea, good idea, upside down, around about? I'm excited a little bit about it, but I just don't know, because the thing about the Predator movies, if you ask me, is they need to be about like the hunt, the kill. I mean, they could do this kind of like doing the Tomb Raider series on Netflix. They did that new Terminator series on Netflix. Maybe they fall in line with something like that. It's interesting, but they're talking about feature films, like going to a theater. So for a Predator movie to go from what they did for Prey to go to this animated form, it just seems weird to me. It just seems weird. We have 3 of these. I like the idea of like Predator versus Samurais. That's kind of cool. I mean, we do Predator versus Caveman. We don't want that shit. The caveman died right away. That's not entertaining. Samurais are cool. Pirates are interesting. We're on pirate ships, maybe we got Johnny Depp in there too. We have Johnny Depp versus pirates. That's a cool crossover, guys. Predator versus pirates. Let's do that shit. I'm about that all day. That'd be a fun movie. Make some big bucks. It'd be like Jason versus Freddy. Be kind of like that, but you have Johnny Depp in there running around with rum and the Predator.
Dead in 2 seconds flat. He'd have his skull so quick.
He might be. But there's this whole like movement because Captain Jack,
Johnny Depp. Trade dreadlock tips. They could be like, I like your dreads. And he's like, I like your dreads.
Yeah. I think it's fascinating though that the Alien movies have all these spin-offs. Now we're getting the Predator ones for all these spin-offs. It's like an 80s resurgence into this like alien lore. Angela, are you here for this? Do you like the Predator movies? And you think that they're already doing success?
I am like always super into the Predator. Like, I love it. I do love Predator. Even if it's not good, I will still just because, Aliens, Predator, they're like, I really am surprised we haven't seen like a Terminator Predator. Like at this point, a Terminator, Alien, Predator. Like, you know what I mean? Like, let's just, and then Gremlins and then Chucky. Maybe they'll just throw them all together at some point. Like they're somehow like interconnected.
The Halloween hunt.
Okay, so now I gave away just like extremely valuable intel for like show creation. So if anyone does this, I know where you got it from. I'm coming after you. So be prepared.
But I see in the chat a lot to Angela. They're saying it's been done a lot before, which it has been. That's why I say it's kind of a reboot because they've done this before. Is it just like, is there nothing else they can do, honestly, anymore?
We always talk about these things, right? They tap into what makes.
That's amazing.
Like, I'm waiting for South Park characters to pop up. I feel like the Predator, you need to have that visceral like experience with like the. I don't know if the animation. I mean, look like he's like a gut going on, almost like are they boobs?
This is not from it. This is not from it. This is some random.
I'm like, what is going on? That is definitely a straight South Park version. If it's maybe it could be interesting. I definitely would give it a go and watch it. Do
you like the idea of it being theatrical though? Or would this be like better for streaming?
I think, they want to try, theatrical Predator, like it makes.
It's butts in the seats,
Butts in the seats, but eyeballs on the screen. Yeah. So and it's money, it's cash money. So yeah, I think that would be the reason to do theatrical and then do have that run for like maybe 6 weeks, and then go into maybe 6 to 8.
That's a long run nowadays.
Yeah,
it seems like it.
No, but there's like no movie choices. Like it's like nothing. I mean, you go to the theater, there's like 4 or 5. You know, it's not a lot of movies that are decent to want to go see. So maybe like a 4 or 6 week run, and then it'll go into on a streaming network platform. They hit you up for like $20, right, to rent. So. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I'm excited to see Predator lore, like, you know, I mean, expand beyond its like kind of like good gritty jungle urban landscapes. Like, I think it's kind of a, you know,
pirates, like the pirates. Can you imagine like shiver me timbers? I'm at this predator right here. Let's fight him off. Can you imagine that?
Yeah. I mean, I think that one's a little harder to imagine. I mean, you naturally associate when you watch Predator. It's like, it's always got that jungle vibe, you know, like when they were in the you know, all the different ones are been, it's like, I can't say I was like a fan. I mean, were you fans of like some of the ones where they were like, what was it? Like they were in Iowa or something and like Cedar Rapids. It's like, what the fuck? I mean, I'm like, what?
You're talking that second AVP film. That's one of the worst.
Yeah, like I don't even know what it was like.
That is a joke of a film. Like, whoa. The only thing about that is that it's like got some of the best practical effects and costumes I've ever seen in one of the worst movies I've ever seen. It's like, why did you spend so much on these like great suits and costumes, and like the aliens all look good, the predators all look so good, like they look so much better than the ones from the first film. But like the first film's terrible, but like compared to this film, the first film's a masterpiece. Like, what the fuck is this?
I don't know
what's happening.
I don't know what happened. I don't know why.
The AVP2 film is like the worst film ever. Where the kid and his dad are hunting in the woods, and the face hugger like. Yeah. Oh man, that movie is so bad. It's like everybody's dead instantly. I'm like,
can an animated form like truly capture that, Lexi? That like craziness of the hunt and what they're doing. Yes. Do you see this being like more successful than the other ones? Is it more successful, you think?
I don't think more successful because like, you know, the constant like discussions that we have on the show, I find the reactions that we see with the comments often on the show, not being negative, just like the reactions that we see of people most of the time. And there seems to still be, at least in this country, sort of like a negativity towards animated content. They still seem to think it's like for kids or what have you. But like we're definitely growing as a country. We're definitely moving towards more adult animated content. And thankfully, we're not just making sitcoms anymore. And if this is an American product, I'd super like to see that. You know, I like to see that happen. That Terminator anime, by the way, on Netflix, one of the best things I have ever seen. You want to talk about feeling refreshed for the franchise? That was the way to go. Like, when you need to refresh things, I've often found that sometimes animated content is absolutely the way to go. The Animatrix was one of the best things to do. Or the Matrix. I mean, that was outside of the actual Matrix, the first Matrix film. The Animatrix is the next best, like, Matrix film, all hands down, and that is one of the best Matrix films. I think the animated Riddick film, Dark Fury, the one that was done by Peter Chung, one of the best Riddick films I've ever seen in my entire life. Like, that was so good. That was the route to go. I'm like, that film was excellent. There was nothing bad about it.
Okay, what's going on here?
Like this world.
I think you're frozen.
Am I back yet?
We're back. We're back. Yeah.
Okay, cool. So, as far as this is concerned, I wasn't.
We lost Lexi, but I think what the thing is too. It's like to make this work is very crazy to me. I don't know. Maybe it can be big. Maybe it can be big. Oh, there she is.
Okay.
What about the samurai thing?
I love it. I love Prey. I think Prey was an interesting idea. I didn't like the movie overall, but I think Prey was a good idea. I mean, here's the thing. If you read the Dark Horse comics and you're familiar with what they've taken Predator and done, and the first Predator film and the second Predator film in particular, the concept of Predator is they hunt, right? That's all they are. They're just a species of things that hunt. Is it simplistic? Absolutely. I think sometimes the simplest concepts are the best concepts. And so what do you want from a Predator film? You want a Predator and you want a really excellent showdown. I think taking different parts of history and taking the best warriors from every type of history and saying, well, how would this guy handle a Predator? Or how would this guy handle a predator? I mean, I've been looking at the Wolverine Predator stuff. That shit's so badass. Like, this Wolverine Predator comic stuff that I'm looking at right now, and the way that they've actually been fighting with each other since 1910 and going back and forth, I'm like, it's so interesting. It's so, like, when you really get into Predator lore and you really start, like, seeing what people can do with it and stuff, and not, like, look at the movies alone and see what other people do when they get with the animated content and when they really get into it, and, like, the original AVP stuff, the old Dark Horse AVP stuff before the films. It's so
I want to
cool.
see George Washington versus Predator. That's what I want to see.
Like,
George, or Abe Lincoln, Predator Hunter. Come on, guys.
Oh, that'd be great. But, like, honestly, like, think about what's interesting with, like, you know, what makes the first Predator film interesting is that, you know, Arnold Schwarzenegger and the Predator are brawny and equally matched. So you have a brawny fight, right? The second film is an intelligence versus the brawn. And so now you have to see how he can use wits to fight the Predator because he doesn't have the brawn. Now you have the Native American woman that's fighting the Predator and has to use, like, literally sticks and stones to fight something that has, you know, cyber
Break my
weapons.
bones.
You know, there's so much intrigue there. And, like, the Predators as a species respect people who have, you know, those skill sets. And so they themselves will turn around and be like, I see you got some skills. I'm going to lay my own weapons down and come at you and really, like, throw it down. And that's what makes a Predator intriguing, is that a Predator's whole existence is just the hunt, the fight. And so when they find a match that's, like, even to them, they get horny for it, and then they take their stuff off, and that's when you really see the battle. Oh, absolutely they do.
Whoa,
and they jump right into that. They take their mask off, they take all their tools off. They're like, I'm going to bare knuckle brawl this person. Like, they take all their stuff off and they just jump right into it. They want to mud wrestle.
I feel like when there was, like, yeah, they didn't know what to do when there was.
Did it!
Oh, Peppy.
He's probably a friend of Diddy's.
Oh my
Probably
God.
is.
We don't want to say.
You're getting Peppy all hot to trot.
Can I get a pet?
Or are we Diddy buddying this?
No, Pepe, no pets.
They're getting horny, getting hot, GR. Does that work in animated form? Horny, hot predators with some samurais and some ninja action?
Brian, none of these people in real life could touch. If you look back to the original Predator, the guy could turn invisible. I'm sorry, none of these fucking jokers would last more than 20 seconds.
Because of the take of the science, pretty much, right? You're saying the science, the facts of the mechanics of it all.
I mean, come on. You know, in the movies, of course, Arnold had to win, you know, because he's the hero. But in real life,
Talking about
hey, I'm sorry. I'm talking reality. Life and death situations are a lot different than they are in the movies. And then these comic book versions of the Predator, I'll pass on them. You wouldn't put my ass in a seat.
But is there anything, GR, that would work better in animated form than it would actually in live action?
Oh, there's got to be something.
It's cheaper, right? It's always cheaper. So that's always a big win for the studio. I mean, yeah, pay your animators, of course, but nowadays, like, AI that shit or something, you know what I mean? They're like, hey, yeah, animators, you know?
Animation opens your door. It's like so much, you know what I mean? Like,
I love animation.
Like the Terminator, right?
I have nothing against animation. I just think the reality, I guess it strikes me because, you know, I've been fought like in that, not with a predator, but I've been fought by other people that want to kill you. And that technology that guy had, or animal, or whatever he is, there's no way any of the foes that I've seen in the movies would touch this guy. They'd be dead that fast.
Damn, you know what, GR? You just got the best idea ever. Predator versus GR. Oh my God, I want to see it. I want to see it.
Predator versus GR. Yep, that's it.
Thirsty Daddy Predator.
I can admit I'd get my ass kicked.
Yeah, you know, GR, you freaking dominate this Predator. I feel like you get in there,
slap some clay on you, and
GR be like back in the heyday. He'd be like covered in mud, like Arnold crawling through the friggin' the jungle.
Fine. Don't even laugh about that.
You know the Mandalorian race.
Mud mask on, you'll be good to go. No.
Yeah,
Mandalorian
but you
Star
see
Wars
the invisible guy to do anything with him, man. That's the problem, Angela.
What?
it's really hard to kill an invisible person. If you can't see him, you can't shoot him.
Well, he's not fully invisible. He has like a semi-cloak, so like when he moves, it ripples. So as long as he's standing still, but like if he moves around and stuff, it's only like sort of a semi-cloak. So it's like the jungle.
It's like
the jungle works.
Jellyfish go through the water. You're like,
yeah, it's optical camouflage, and actually, like they've been making optical camouflage.
You got it, Brian.
I think a samurai would be weird though. Samurai, what the fuck is happening? It's a cool concept. I mean, animated is interesting. Again, these are just like coming out. They're saying this is a rumor happening. I don't know. I'm just like, I would think it'd be live action. There's whole Alien vs Predator rumor too, but they're waiting to like their Avengers team up.
Thank you, Doctor.
I love animation. If they could do animation like let me see. If I pull this picture back up, like this one, Angela. If it was something like this, like if it was something cool like that, like we're actually getting we're getting hand drawn in here. We're getting actual animators coming in here and making this. We're not just doing the computer stuff. I think that'd be cool.
Did you see the Terminator one though? Okay. The Terminator one.
Yeah,
I agree. That looks good. I mean, if it's like that, and not like this is South Park. Like male man boobs and got going on. No, I can't.
Angela, you don't want this, Angela? Like the new Predator show coming out on Adult Swim.
Yeah, it's like, hey man, what's up?
That looks great.
That's one of my neighbors.
I thought that was your ex-wife, GR.
No, not the animated one, the other one.
Okay.
Funny one isn't my ex-wife.
I'm intrigued to see where they go with this.
Jeez.
GR.
I hope she doesn't watch this episode.
I don't give a shit.
Well, I'm bringing sexy back.
Wait,
okay,
what?
Peppy. Guess Peppy's bringing sexy back. Okay, Pepestar.
I said, if she's watching, she knows how I feel already.
Yikes.
Yeah. Okay. Well, she definitely knows GR. Animated version moving forward. It'd be good, bad. Let us know in the chat. And that's the idea. That's what the biggest rumor right now. And Trachtenberg is not like saying no, it's not happening. He's kind of adding fuel to the fire. So it seems like maybe we're getting this trilogy. Give me some samurais and some Predator. I just think that should be cool live action too. So
I like Angel's idea, a comedy starring the Predator.
Hell, fuck yeah. Why not?
Yeah.
Why not? He's doing stand-up on Santa Monica Boulevard. His times are tough, you know. It's great. He's working his way up. He might get a next big Netflix special before you know it. Predator and Friends. I can't wait to see what happens with that, you know.
I like that.
Predator and Tom Cruise.
Yeah. Predator and Tommy Boy and Predator, you know. It might be fascinating. Might be fascinating.
Yo, player, if you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe and hit the bell to be notified when we are live. And if you are able to join our Patreon, please join. Because the Pepestar needs more snickety snacks. Because I'm hungry. Holla back. Love y'all.